Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 8th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll take the second card, why not? But Virgo, let's see. Did I say Taurus at the beginning of this reading? I don't know. But this is for you, Virgo. So let's see what is going on for you this week here. Love it. The first row looks amazing. And by the way, Virgo, for love, you have the Lovers, the Empress, and the Hermit. So you, and also being very attractive at this time, attracting love into your life. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be love coming in. Yeah, this is a pretty successful reading is what I'd say to you here, Virgo. So I definitely like it. But Virgo, let's see what's going on. You have the Turning Knowledge into Wisdom card. This is the Wolf Spirit here, Virgo. So I feel like for a lot of you, you've been having, or you have had a lot of experiences in love here. So I feel like you could be kind of going back over past experiences or thinking about past experiences in love. This does not mean you're going back to the past. I feel like you're just kind of like listening to the knowledge or, trusting your inner knowledge about past love and things like that. You even have this Deep Knowing card. We'll go over that in a minute, but definitely a lot of cards of kind of like wisdom, knowledge, having learned a lot of things. Even the Hermit, your sign, Virgo, the Hermit, the Hermit is a card of knowledge. Normally the Hermit has on a gray cloak. It represents knowledge. He has a long beard. It represents knowledge. He's standing at the top of a mountain on the traditional Rider-Waite Hermit card. It represents knowledge. So I feel like for a lot of you, knowledge, basically, with these cards. In this row, you have the Lovers, the Empress, and the Hermit. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be you kind of looking back at past love situations. I feel like you're looking at how you could change it in the future, like I said, with that knowledge card. For others, I feel like you're very attractive at this time here, Virgo. So I do feel like there could be new love coming in for you here. Could be any sign. It's right now, you don't have any specific signs showing up here in your reading necessarily. Nothing that jumps out to me. Fire kind of jumps out to me. You do always have fire. You also have a lot of earth pretty much showing up here. So it could be like a fire sign or earth sign coming in for you in love. Could be any sign, just a general reading. But I feel like there's something very abundant. I feel like there's something very successful coming in for you here as well, especially as far as love is concerned. For others, I feel like this is just improvements. You keep getting this improvement message every single night, Virgo. Like I feel like healing. The Empress is going from like winter to spring. So it can say maybe you've gone through a lot of difficulties and challenges, and now there's like some sort of healing going on for you as well. Next, you have the Forgiveness card and the Going Forward card here. So I feel like for some of you, you could be asking for forgiveness, or someone is asking you for forgiveness, obviously, here. I feel like this will help release a heavy burden with this Ten of Wands. So it's like maybe you're hoping for forgiveness for someone, or someone is hoping forgiveness from you. And again, I feel like this will help kind of release some energy with this Ten of Wands. We'll talk about that in a minute. For others, I feel like this is about like just being kinder to yourself here. Even the Ten of Wands is like, the Ten of Wands can be a card of beating yourself up, Virgo, because it's like a card of exhaustion, having gone on a long journey, carrying a lot of burdens. But, these can be burdens or things that you have applied to yourself. These could be things or issues that you've put on your own shoulders. The Forgiveness card says, number one, forgive yourself for doing that and, be kind to yourself. And the Going Forward card just says, kind of release these burdens or release these things that you could be worried about. And that might help. In this row here, you have the Ten of Wands, the Three of Wands, and you also have the Four of Cups. I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you have some regrets here. None of these cards represent regrets here, but I just feel regrets. I feel like some of you could be regretting a choices or a choice that you made, maybe in the past. It could be a choice you made recently as well. It could be in anything. This could be in love, business, money, family, spirituality, whatever. But this Four of Cups is like saying maybe you thought the grass was going to be greener. Maybe you thought something was going to be an improvement, and you could be beating yourself up over that. Again, I feel like you need to forgive yourself. Number one, nobody's perfect, right, Virgo? We all make mistakes. And I feel like you need to move forward, like that Going Forward card says. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is like waiting for the perfect moment to do something. But I always say with the Three of Wands, just rip the Band-Aid off, right? Just take the leap of faith. Three of Wands isn't really the Fool card, but it does kind of say like it's time to take a leap of faith, because it's a card of waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be one. So I feel like for some of you, this is about needing to just do something. Again, maybe you're asking for forgiveness. Maybe you're wanting to move on from something here. Or maybe you're wanting to make some sort of change. I would just do it with those cards. Next, you have the Deep Knowing card. Again, I feel like you have a lot of knowledge here. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. I actually like this row because this right here looks a little bit like maybe beating yourself up over something. But this right here, this row, looks like a little bit more like analysis. It's like saying that you're maybe looking at things as learning experiences instead of looking at them as negative experiences. And now you're kind of like using that knowledge to be successful in the future. So I feel like you need to trust your inner knowing here. In this row, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So I do feel like some of you, this is very financial. I feel like for some of you, maybe because of the whole virus situation, maybe you've been having some financial issues and like everybody else. And, this to me looks like maybe some of you might be returning back to work, or maybe some of you are getting some money, or maybe you're finding money here. But I feel like there's some sort of quick success, so definitely could be a new job. For some of you, I am getting the message of like moving for work. So I do feel like some of you could be moving for work or business. And I feel like if you're doing that, you will be finding a lot of success there as well. For others, I feel like, again, this is just saying you've learned a lot. And I feel like that's going to be leading to a lot of success for you, Virgo. So I love it. But Virgo, let's clarify this now. We're going to clarify this. This is the Enchanted Lenormand is the deck that I'm using here. So let's see what we have for you. Between the Lovers and the Ten of Wands, you have the Crossroads. This could literally represent picking new love. The Queen of Diamonds here, this is the Crossroads card. Just represents picking a new path or starting a new journey. The Lovers even says the past is poison. I always say on the Lovers card, one side is usually dead, like it's a dead tree, and the other side is usually alive. So it can represent picking a new path. So I feel like some of you are starting a new journey here, or maybe in the past you did move on from something. And again, like I said, that's where the regrets thing is coming in here. It's like maybe you have some regrets about something in the past, but I just let it go. Between the Empress and the Three of Wands, you have the Clouds. This is the King of Clubs in the playing card reading system. This could represent confusion here. The Empress is like hoping to go from winter to spring, like I said, or it can represent going from winter to spring. It represents the springtime, represents improvements. And I feel like this could represent confusion here with the Three of Wands, especially. The Clouds does represent having your head in the clouds or being confused, but it can also represent, between these two cards here, it could represent the fact that like maybe things have improved in your life, but maybe you just don't see the improvements yet. Or maybe things have improved, but they're not like the improvements that you were hoping for, right? Which is that sometimes that's how life works. So, and not only that, it can also say that you could be holding yourself back due to some beliefs that you have about yourself with this Empress card. So I feel like you need to keep it more positive. Next, between the Hermit and the Four of Cups here, you have the Letter. This is a card of communication. Like I said, definitely something about forgiveness here. So I feel like either some of you could be communicating with someone and hoping for an apology, or you could be getting an apology, and it could go either way. And I feel like forgiveness would be very good here for you. For others, I feel like you're just needing to kind of like trust your messages, like your intuitive messages, your daydreams, your night dreams, all those other things. Next, between the Ten of Wands here and this Five of Pentacles, you have the Anchor. This card is called the Nine of Spades. This can basically say you need to release these burdens. These burdens here are leading to this, the Five of Pentacles. And the Nine of Spades is a card that can represent being stuck in a situation. The good news is that the Nine of Spades is always a temporary situation. So it does say you are not going to be stuck here forever, which is great. Next, between the Three of Wands here and the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Tree. This is called the Seven of Hearts, or it is the Seven of Hearts in the playing card reading system. This card represents family. You've been getting a lot of stuff about family, Virgo, but most of the stuff you've been getting is either like some of you could be moving away from family. For some of you, I feel like it's also your friends as well. I'm a little bit biased, as I always say, because looking at your astrology, Virgo, I feel like a lot of you could be leaving friends, or you could be leaving groups of friends, or moving on from a certain group of friends and kind of like making new friends as well. So I just feel like some of you could be making those changes here. This is like, I feel like you're looking for a place where you can anchor yourself. The Anchor is a good card, bad card. It can represent being stuck to something, but it can also represent looking for a place where you fit in, looking for a place where you can put down your anchor, right? The Seven of Hearts, same thing. It's called the Tree, but it could say you are looking for a place to put down your roots. So I feel like some of you are doing that. Three of Wands, same thing. Three of Wands, looking for a place to go, basically. Eight of Pentacles says you're putting in the work to do that. Finally, between the Four of Cups here and the Eight of Wands, you have the Fox. I would be careful of anything that seems too good to be true, for sure, especially with that Four of Cups. Four of Cups is like thinking something is going to be better for you, thinking the grass is going to be greener when it's not. And the Fox is a card of trickiness. So I would be careful of anybody, any person who's tricky this week, or any situation who's tricky for you. The Eight of Wands says get the details. So I feel like you need to get the details on a situation. But this actually looks like a pretty good reading, Virgo. Yeah, you have the Queen of Clubs, tricky card. This is a card called the Snake, and it represents like trickiness or deceitfulness, all those other things. So I'd be careful of that energy. You have the Heart here, and the King of Hearts. Definitely could be love coming in for you here, Virgo. Like I said, it actually does look like a pretty good love reading. So you could have an admirer. Yeah, you have the Ship as well. The Ship is like, you know, you have the anchor and the ship. This card represents like a boat in the ocean. Can represent movement or moving on to something new. Yeah, definitely need a new life. You have the Coffin here. This card, the coffin door is always closed on the Coffin card, and it represents needing to open that door. It says you're stuck inside of some sort of death, you know, that you've had, or something that needs to be let go of, and it's like time to let go of something. It's time to step into your new life. Even the Lovers represents that as well. So pretty interesting, Virgo, but I actually like this reading. I feel like in a lot of ways you're moving forward now, and I feel like you're getting past some challenges here, so I like that. So thank you for watching, Virgo, and definitely enjoy your week.